arteries and the anatomical basis of ischemic heart disease. So in this we discuss the competency, that is origin, course and branches of coronary arteries. Until recently, coronary anatomy was of interest only to anatomists. Following the angiographic breakthrough, interest and knowledge is growing rapidly. The blood supply of the heart is derived from right and left coronary arteries. Right coronary artery arises from anterior aortic sinus. It passes first anteriorly to the right between right auricle and the pulmonary trunk. It reaches atrioventricular groove or coronary sulcus, descends in the coronary sulcus almost vertically to the inferior border of the heart. Curving around it, it enters into posterior part of coronary sulcus. Anatomically, right coronary artery is divided into two segments. The first segment extends from its origin to the acute margin of the heart. These segments give rise to anterior atrial and ventricular rami. The second segment extends from the acute margin of the heart to the crux. It gives rise to 1 to 3 right posterior ventricular rami, only one of which occupies the posterior interventricular sulcus to form the so-called the posterior interventricular artery. Termination of the right coronary artery. The right coronary artery terminates at the cardiac crux in 40% of specimens. It terminated nearly midway between the crux and the left border of heart in 50%. It terminated at the left border of the heart in 10%. Whether it terminates at or beyond the cardiac crux, the right coronary artery was found to give origin to posterior interventricular branch. Posterior interventricular artery in 10% of specimens was found to occupy the proximal half of the posterior interventricular sulcus. 80% of specimens it was found to occupy proximal 2/3 of posterior interventricular sulcus. In 10% of specimens it was found to occupy nearly the whole length of the posterior interventricular sulcus. It was single in 63%. It was accompanied by a parallel branch in the rest. Branches of right coronary artery. The conus artery originates at a distance of 1.5 centimeters from the beginning of right coronary artery. Sinoatrial nodal artery was found to arise from first segment of the right coronary artery. Sinoatrial nodal artery arises from right coronary artery in 59% of the individuals, from the circumflex in 38%, has a dual supply in the remaining 3%. Origin of sinoatrial node was not related to coronary arterial dominance. Atrioventricular nodal artery was found to arise from terminal part of right coronary artery at the region of the cardiac crux. AV nodal artery originated from distal right coronary artery in 87% and from distal circumflex only 12%. The origin of the AV nodal artery was found to be dependent on the coronary arterial dominance. Myocardial bridging. Compression of the coronary vessel by systolic contraction of the overlying bridge could produce variable degrees of ischemia depending upon the length of the bridge, the thickness of the overlying muscle and the multiplicity of the bridges over the single artery. A study reported an association between sudden death and vigorous exercise in otherwise healthy young people and this anatomical variant. Inferior wall of the left ventricle. In all, whether it terminates at or beyond the cardiac crux, the right coronary artery was found to give arterial supply to the inferior wall of the left ventricle. Left coronary artery. Left coronary artery is responsible for the irrigation of most of the left ventricle and a considerable portion of the right ventricle. It lies between the pulmonary trunk and the left atrial auricle, emerging into the atrioventricular groove in which it turns left. Reaching the atrioventricular groove, the left coronary artery usually divides into two main branches, that is left anterior descending and circumflex artery. Left coronary artery irrigates 68% or 69% of cardiac muscle mass and 79% of the left ventricular cardiac mass. Hence, obstructive disease of the left coronary artery may reduce coronary flow to a large portion of the ventricular myocardium. Hence, atherosclerotic diseases of the left coronary artery have more serious complication than those of the right coronary artery. Diagonal branch. It is considered to be the artery located in the angle between the left anterior descending and the circumflex artery. Identification of diagonal artery is important clinically. Its area of distribution in the heart is small. In the absence of this artery, the area is irrigated by the branches of left anterior descending or circumflex artery. Then, anatomical basis for the ischemic heart disease. Anatomical basis for coronary problems include anomalous coronary vessels, coronary artery fistula, coronary artery bridges or aneurysms. Coronary microvascular disease reflect anatomical abnormalities which include microvascular remodeling, that is reductions in the capillary luminal size, number also called as rarefaction, therefore increased microvascular resistant to myocardial blood flow, that is Poiseuille's law. Anatomical basis of ischemic heart disease, that is angina, may result from myocardial pathology such as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which involves remodeling of intramural coronary arterioles, vascular rarefaction and perivascular fibrosis. Thank you.